วัสดีค่ะ and welcome back to At Brain Site here on GBN Station. You are now with me กรกนก วชิรพันธ์ This week we have news update from the Dhammachai International Research Institute, the famous hotel in Osaka, Japan, the Ministries of Religious Affairs of Indonesia, and lastly the announcement of the upcoming Mitra activities at the Magaya Temple in Thailand.During 13 to 17 February, the religion program, the University of Otago, organized talk series, Reading Buddhist Poetry from Southeast Asia by Dr. Trent Walker. The seminar was sponsored under MOU by the Dhammachai International Research Institute or DIRI. Many students, lecturers, and researchers from different institutions such as from the USA,New Zealand, Australia, Thailand, Cambodia, and Vietnam. Each day there were 25 participants in average. In the talk, Dr. Trent presented a range of many interesting perspectives. For examples, what the contents of the Buddhist poetry reflect on, such as Buddhist thoughts, religious doctrines, local beliefs, ideologies, and meditation practices.For example, the Song of the Hour of Death suggests listener to let go of all attachments and focus on the mind cultivation. And when attaining the crystal sphere within, they should keep it at the center, keep it safe and secure. Then this crystal sphere would lead the practitioners to wholesome realms and ultimately Nibbana.In a rare partnership, Mitsutara Temple in Osaka, Japan will physically merge with a large hotel in an attempt to pass down the temple to posterity. A decline in parishioner numbers and an increasing demand for simplified funerals have made it difficult for the temple to survive financially.The temple's main hall would be incorporated into Kandio Hotel's Osaka Shinsaibashi, which is scheduled to open on November 26 in the city's Shore Ward. Founded in Nara period, the temple is a member of Umuro School of Shingon sect of Buddhism, headquartered at Ninjaji Temple in Kyoto. Mitsutara Temple enshrines the statue of 11-faced Kanzeon Bodhisattva.The current main hall was rebuilt in 1808 and survived the Great Osaka Air Raid in 1945. The 15-story hotel with a basement level is being built directly above the temple, with the main hall within the first 3 floors. The 180-room hotel will occupy the 4th through the 15 stories, with commercial facilities located on the basement level and the 1st through the 3rd floors. The top floor will feature an open-air bath with a sauna. Plans are being drawn up to allow hotel guests to participate in religious practices, including morning prayers and meditation.They may also serve breakfast themed on vegetarian Buddhist cuisine. The Religious Affairs Ministry called on the Indonesian Buddhist Association to promote religious harmony and nurture the Buddhist community to be closer to Buddhist values. As part of Indonesia, it is appropriate that the chairperson and the executive board prioritize duties to preserve tolerance and maintain the collective faith.The Ministry Director General of Buddhist Community Guidance, Supi Gardi, said per the statement. While attending the inauguration of the Brahmabuddhi Executive Board for the 2022 to 2026 term here, he pointed out that the Brahmabuddhi had recorded various achievements in earlier leadership term.The Director General expressed hope that the Religious Association would clock greater achievements in the future. I hope that for the next 5 years with new phases, Brahmabuddhi can do more in 2022 to 2026 term, Superiority said.We hope that this commitment will be the spirit that remains in the hearts and minds of executive board members that will be the driving force for all coordinating works towards members' activities, he said. To commemorate the 53rd anniversary of Dhammacaya Temple, the temple will be constructing a holy memorial to inspire Buddhists and Buddhist practitioners to keep working on becoming the best versions of themselves. The celestial island Saitya is an 8-sided structure holding Buddha's relics on the inside and 24 Buddha images on the outside. 4 out of the 8 sides of Saitya will contain alcoves, each holding 6 Buddha images. The 8 sides represents the Noble Eightfold Path, a key teaching of Buddhas pertaining a total self-transformation. The 4 sides where the Buddha images will be enshrined each face to the west, the east, the north, and the south respectively. The total number of Buddha images to be enshrined on the Saitya represents the timelessness of the Buddha's teachings, as well as the purifying nature of Buddhist meditation, which works around the clock no matter who practices it. The casting of the Buddha images will be conducted 4 times in March this year. Each time 6 images will be cast in gold-colored silicon bronze in a holy ceremony where all is welcome to participate. Starting on Monday 6 Magha Busha Day, on Sunday 12 March, Sunday 19 March, Sunday 26 March, 2nd April, and lastly on Saturday 22nd April. If you are interested in donating towards the casting of the Buddha images or joining historic ceremonies, please contact your closest Dhammacaya Meditation Center. Total completion of the memorial. Insomnia is one of the most common sleep-related problems, with about 1/3 of adults experiencing these symptoms right now. And today, Long P. John from Mind Stories YouTube channel will be sharing us the secret tips to a good night's sleep. Let's find out together.
Sleep is an essential part of our overall health. However, data from a recent study has shown that there is no country in the world that manages to achieve 8 hours of sleep on a regular basis. This highlights a worrying lack of sleep throughout the world. It is recommended that adults that age between 18 to 60 years old should sleep at least 7 hours each night to promote optimal health and well-being. What's the secret to getting a good night's rest? You may have tried regulating your sleep schedule, monitoring your caffeine intake, and changing the darkness level in your room. But what else is missing from your wind-down routine? We asked Buddhist monk John for his answer. What do you normally do when you want a good night's rest? You may shower to wash off the sweat from the day, or brush your teeth to feel refreshed before going to bed, but these are all physical actions. What about your mind? Monk John suggests adding one simple step to your wind-down routine: meditation.
Compare meditation to taking a shower. Suppose before bed that you do not take a shower, especially after a long day of sweating. Say, for example, that you do not brush your teeth before going to bed. You would have this voice whispering in your head, reminding you that you have not showered or brushed your teeth yet. Think not only about your body, but also your mind. We shower, and our body becomes clean. We brush our teeth, and our teeth become clean. Thus, what about the mind? To ensure a good night rest, we need to make sure our minds are pure. Without meditating, our minds are still clouded with frustration left over from the long day.
A little meditation goes a long way, and it doesn't have to take a long time. Breathe deeply 10 to 20 times while you collect your mind back to your body. Focus your mind on the breath and let go of all other thoughts from the day. This spacious mind becomes an excellent foundation to having a good night's sleep. But to make sure this is effective, try not to cloud your mind with thoughts before beginning your meditation. Turn your phone off 30 minutes before bed to avoid distracting your mind with social media. If you finish meditating, then immediately jump back on your phone to read messages or scroll through your timeline. This will negatively impact your chances of uninterrupted sleep for the rest of the night. Studies find that the blue light emitted by your cell phone screen restrains the production of melatonin, the hormone that controls your sleep-wake cycle. So, it's time to ditch your phone before going to bed. In addition to meditation, Monk John also gave his insight into another factor that could influence the quality of your sleep: the 4 elements.
The balance of earth, water, air, and fire can greatly impact your night's rest. Having an imbalance of these 4 elements while sleeping is bound to make us feel uncomfortable, as we usually notice when one is missing.
First is fire. A matter that increases lost sleep in the present day is global heating. A study analyzed sleep and outdoor weather data and found that higher temperatures reduced sleep by delaying its onset. When the weather is warmer, it is harder for people to sleep, whereas people's bodies need to cool every night as they fall asleep. While we are unable to do something with the external heat, we can adjust our room temperature. Is the temperature too cold or warm? Do you have enough blankets or warm clothes that will leave your body at a comfortable temperature? Do you sleep better in colder weather? Just find what works for you. The second element is air. Good air ventilation will lead to better sleep. A scientific study shows that the quality of the air greatly improves the quality of the sleep. Sleeping in a poorly ventilated room will be harder to wake up in, feel energized, and just concentrate well while working.
During my time in Norway, I was terrified of the cold nights. Before bed, I closed all the windows and switched on the heater because I did not want to feel cold in the middle of the night. But afterward, I realized that doing so made me suffocate at night because I did not have enough fresh air to breathe. However, too much air or wind while sleeping is not good either. A sense of balance will create the environment that is most ideal for you.
The third element is water. Are you drinking enough water before going to sleep? Or are you drinking too much water that will make you wake up in the middle of the night? Thus, too little or too much water, neither is good. Drinking too little will cause dehydration and lower sleep quality. Drinking too much water will interrupt the sleep cycle and cause frequent urination at night. It's just a matter of balancing it out. The last element is the earth. Maybe you ate too much before going to sleep, and the food hasn't digested, making you uncomfortable while trying to get some rest. Only consume the amount of food that gives you sustenance, and make sure you have enough time to digest before bed. Maybe create a schedule, such as no food after 7 p.m. or no water after 10 p.m. Find what works for you and your body. A study shows that people who have an unhealthy lifestyle and diet suffer from shorter sleep.
A new day begins when you go to sleep. It doesn't begin when you wake up. If you prepare well and get excellent sleep, you already have the readiness to shine on the next day. If you don't have a good night's sleep and feel totally exhausted when waking up, it will be harder to fix that morning and maybe the whole day. This observation is something you have to try and find what you are missing. These are mindfulness practices in our daily life, and when done right, they will totally change our life and make us happier.
With these simple tips, you can start to adjust your body, but more importantly, your mind. You'll learn the right foundations for a better night's sleep. After you have taken care of all your body's physical needs concerning the 4 elements, you can move on to cleansing your mind through meditation. With this one small trick, you can get a good night's rest.
If you're interested about the law of karma, Buddhist teachings, mental well-being, and meditation, make sure to check out Mind Stories YouTube channel. And now it's time for us to say goodbye. Please make sure to check out our episodes of our At Birth Insight News program on our website, gbnus.com, or on our YouTube channel, gbnus. Thank you for joining us. อนุโมทนาบุญและสวัสดีค่ะ